Hello, seniors. Before we get started, I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for electing me as your Teacher of the Year and giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. To be chosen by you, the class of 2020, is one of the greatest honors of my life. Now to you, class of 2020, congratulations. While the circumstances are not ideal, do not let anyone take away from what you have now achieved. The trials you have experienced, the goals you have reached, the challenges you have overcome, all of these things deserve to be celebrated. As you leave South Hills, you will be entering a world that is drastically different from the one you have experienced these last 4 years. Whether you are continuing your education, serving our nation by joining the military, or entering the workforce, life is about to change. While this can be a daunting and anxious thought, search for the joy in these moments. My challenge to you all today is to remember these 3 words: humility, gratitude, and love. First, practice humility. As you go forward, you are entering a world that is massive and complex. And guess what? You have so much to learn. We all do. Be willing to recognize that there's so much to understand about culture, people, and life. Do not be afraid to admit when you make mistakes, and be humble and eager to learn from them. Secondly, walk in gratitude. Be thankful for the countless blessings we have experienced. Especially in times like this, it's easy to be cynical, negative, or pessimistic about life. Be different. Be someone who always looks for opportunities to be grateful. When you experience loss, be grateful for the time you spent together. When you fail, appreciate the learning that took place in the process. When you do not experience a traditional senior year of high school, look back at the countless experiences, relationships, and moments that made your time at South Hills so special. And lastly, choose to love life and the people in it. Love your family, love your friends, love each other, but more importantly, choose to love even when it is difficult. Love those who have wronged you, love those who have different opinions than you, and love those who you may feel do not deserve it. It is through this love where you will see your greatest impact on the world. So go forward, class of 2020, practicing humility, gratitude, and love, and watch the doors of life open all around you. You have left a lasting legacy here at South Hills, class of 2020. Now go and create a greater world than the one that we see today. And remember, you always have a friend in me and a home at South Hills. I love you guys. Now it is my privilege to introduce Aaliyah Chacon to sing the national anthem, and I invite you all to stand with us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now I would like to introduce Principal of South Hills, Dr. Matt Dalton.
This evening, we celebrate the 54th graduating class of South Hills High School. For the past 54 years, South Hills High School graduates have represented the best and the brightest that our community has to offer. This year's class is no exception. Just to name a few, we have a Quest Bridge Scholar. We were Kings of Cameron, Culinary Arts Champions, Virtual Enterprise State Placers, Mock Trial Placers, Air Force Academy Commits, future college athletes, marching band placing in the Southern California Championship, and essential workers. Parents, congratulations on the culmination of these 4 years. Seeing your child through high school is no easy task, and for that, I commend you. With your love and your guidance, your children, our students, will thrive in their new opportunities of their new life. Thank you, parents, for supporting us in this very important stage in your child's life. I would next like to thank my teachers and staff. You are an incredible group of people who have spent years connecting with our students and have created learning opportunities that will help them believe in themselves as much as you believe in them. Your ability to help transition our students to online learning, in spite of the many challenges, has not gone unnoticed. You are the backbone of our school, and because of you, the class of 2020 is ready to take on the world. To the entire graduating class of 2020, you are the reason we are here tonight. Your hard work over the course of the last 4 years gives us reason to celebrate, and that's exactly what we came here to do. Never before have I been more proud than in the past few months, for you have met this challenge head on. In an unprecedented time of transitioning to online learning, in the final chapter of your high school experience, you have shown grit, you've shown determination, and you did whatever it took to complete your classes, your requirements, but yet still find a way to engage with your teachers, your classmates, your family, and your friends. Through all this, you maintained a positive attitude in the face of our pandemic. Even though we know that there might be incredible disappointment as the traditions that you looked so forward to in the 4 years have slipped away, your true colors still shine through as we come to celebrate what you have worked so hard to achieve. And for that, I am so very proud. But before I go, it's my privilege to teach you one last high school lesson. This year's theme is inspired by a new perspective of having to be at home during these unprecedented times. So sit up, listen, and take some notes. Number 1, have patience. Whether you're hoping for your life to return to normal, waiting for the quarantine to lift, or just holding out until you can go eat at your favorite restaurant again, patience is the name of the game. It's true that patience is a virtue, and now you're learning to develop it even more. Number 2, see long-term perspective. By taking a longer-term view, you can reassure yourself that current realities will shift and good things will come. Ultimately, from today's experiences, you will learn the lessons of tomorrow. As Warren Buffett said, someone is sitting in the shade today because of a tree that was planted a long time ago. The lesson that living in this period is part of a greater whole of history will get us through this. Number 3, be adaptable. It is this time when everything feels a little off kilter, a little out of bounds, and a little uncertain. You are constantly having to reset and reorient. Just when you've adapted to one thing, it suddenly changes. Constant change can be disorienting, and this is both hard mentally and emotionally. But research shows that resilience is enhanced by having a clear view of reality and a sense of meaning and an ability to improvise. Hard times are always made easier as part of your character, but it's also part of your competence. You can develop these qualities during these challenging times. Number 4, stay creative. Regardless of whether it's a simple hack or a significant innovation, challenging times often force you out of typical routines, and that can be the boon of creativity. Embrace your new life, your new ideas, and your leverage, and expand them in the perspectives in these next days. And finally, make connections. Nothing is automatic anymore, and you can't just run into people at the coffee shop or on your way to school, or even have lunch like normal. But on the other hand, you're learning now how important friends truly are and how important family is in your life. We are wired for human connection. We have put in more effort into maintaining relationships and learning just how important that they are in our lives. You likely have the opportunity to find new ways to stay in touch, whether it's been through video conferencing, text messaging, or even social media. But as you choose to link up with others around you, make sure you learn the lesson of the importance of strong relationships. Class of 2020, you have endured so much, more than we've ever expected, and yet you still have left a lasting memory on me, our school, and the entire South Hills community, one that will never be forgotten. Go off and continue to make us proud. We know you will. Remember, once you're a Husky, you will forever and always be a Husky. And now, please welcome, in the following order, 5 of your valedictorians that have chosen to speak here tonight. Rachel Burns, Natalie Hauser, Michelle He, Stephanie Lamb, and Oluyemesi Obi. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2020. Today marks a milestone in all our lives, the day we graduate high school. Think back to 4 short years ago when this moment was just a distant dream for the future. On August 22nd, 2016, we took our first eager steps onto campus, sporting our new checkered Vans and a fidget spinner in hand, trying to figure out if there really was a pool on top of the gym. We had the typical rocky transition into freshman year, but ended it off by starring in a smash hit music video called Show What You Know and vowed to never let Mock live that down. As sophomores, we began to get a better grip on the whole high school thing, learning never to take a fire alarm seriously, and that spark-noting Lord of the Flies wasn't going to get you very far in Mr. Lim's class. Junior year kicked the stress into high gear. We faced the challenging task of deciding where to eat every day with our new lunch passes, and braced ourselves for the rapidly approaching decisions that would shape our future. And now here we are, only seniors for a few moments longer, realizing our futures are becoming our present quicker than we expected. But we've come full circle. As seniors, we survived a second Show What You Know video, earned the privilege of telling all the freshmen about the pool on top of the gym. As seniors, we survived a second Show What You Know video, earned the privilege of telling all the freshmen about the pool on top of the gym, and finally got Mr. Lim to say that our analysis was better than plausible, and boy did that feel good. There's always been something particularly special about the class of 2020. We were a part of some of the most memorable firsts in South Hills history. The first Echo, the first Thunder Games, the first school closure due to a global pandemic. And with that, we had to swallow the realization that some of our lasts came earlier than we anticipated. It's funny looking back and remembering what we always used to say about having 20/20 vision, because here we are, and I don't think any of us saw this coming. But we are not a class that will be defined by social distancing rules. We will literally go down in history for our perseverance in spite of the world around us, and for always pushing on towards success, even when the odds were stacked against us. We always say home is where the hills are, but what happens when we are taken away from the hills? This year, we've discovered that the hills are more than a place. They cannot be limited by a school campus or stopped by an invisible adversary. We take the hills wherever we go, so wherever we are Huskies, we are home. Our time at South Hills has been indescribable in all the best ways, but let us recognize that we have been a part of something greater than ourselves and larger than a high school diploma. For the last 4 years, we have been building to be effective communicators, lifelong learners, and critical thinkers, accumulating the qualities that will allow us to prosper in our futures beyond any degree. Our journey does not stop the moment we toss up our caps and sing the alma mater. As we embark on the endeavor that lies ahead, I encourage you all to keep exceeding the expectations like we've done before, and though you won't hear it on the announcements every day, never stop showing what you know. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Fellow classmates, faculty, parents, friends, and family. Being able to speak in front of you all today is an honor I had always dreamed of, but I never imagined these would be the circumstances. Today, we celebrate our accomplishments as both students and young adults as we finally graduate as the class of 2020. This moment is so surreal, and although we aren't physically together to celebrate these accomplishments, it doesn't change how incredibly proud we should be of ourselves. 12 years ago, when our journey first began, we expected to follow in the footsteps of previous graduates. Each of us had our own hopes and expectations of what these last 4 years would hold. But we can agree that nothing ever prepared us for graduating during a pandemic. No matter how different we grew up to be, one thing always united us: the willingness to learn and adapt to our circumstances. We as a class have worked tirelessly these last 4 years to get to this moment in our lives. The countless hours of studying and stressing over our successes while managing our busy lives. The scary thing is now that we're no longer together, to have school, practices, games, clubs, and everything that was once so important to us. All we could ever wish for is one last chance to celebrate the little things in life, surrounded by our friends and the people we've grown up with. The Friday night lights cheering our hearts out, seeing rallies come to life, uniting as one each havoc, cherishing the countless memories that light up the night, screaming at the top of our lungs to I Got a Feeling to finish off every dance, and finally, growing one step closer to our dreams. I couldn't have done this without the endless support from my parents, brothers, friends, family, and teammates. Though this situation has changed our lives forever, my wish for you is that we all learn to hug harder, laugh louder, smile bigger, and love longer. Because if anything, this year has showed us that life can change in an instant, and we must appreciate every moment. Now, as our 4 memorable years come to an end and a new chapter of our life begins, South Hills will always be a place we can call home. I love you all, and I'm proud to say I have completed this journey alongside you. And now, as we graduate as the South Hills Class of 2020, I'm happy to say we did it. And more importantly, I can't wait to celebrate with you all at our reunion. Thank you.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, all faculty, and the South Hills Class of 2020. Standing before you all today, I would like to share a quote, one that reverberates with me daily and reflects on us all. It reads, "I am not a courageous person by nature. I have simply discovered that at key moments, you must find courage in yourself in order to move forward and live. It is like a muscle. It must be exercised first a little and then more and more. Because all the really exciting things possible during the course of a lifetime require a little more courage than we currently have. It takes a deep breath and a leap." Looking at you all today, I see we have all taken a leap. For us, graduation marks a new beginning, culminating from all the small and large leaps of our past into one giant leap for us all. Whether it be pulling all-nighters, day-long performances, or studying for exams, in each of our individual moments, we found courage in ourselves, in South Hills, in the ones around us, in our friends and our colleagues. Today, we take a deep breath in honor of those leaps. Even more, we face the unthinkable. In what others deemed the second 9/11, we emerge. And from this, our dreams and our journey beyond high school, whether that be college, a job, training, a gap year, or an internship, will come. There's still a milestone ahead of us that only courage will allow us to brave. But be proud, the class of 2020, we are resilient. Our hats flying outshine what COVID-19 can malign. As the class of 2020, we pick up those pencils, we pull those all-nighters, we study for those exams. Because, like a muscle, we exercise that courage. And because of this, all the really exciting things possible during the course of a lifetime are here. Thank you, and congratulations to the South Hills Class of 2020.
Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Lamb and I am honored to welcome all of you to our school's very first virtual graduation. This has been a day we have all waited for, but ironically the year we never saw coming. At the start of freshman year, no one was bracing themselves for a global pandemic. We were all too focused on becoming the engineers, artists, and the new inspiration of tomorrow. No matter where we are, it is our husky spirit that unites us all and narrows the distance that lays between us now. I would like to thank Dr. Dalton, Mr. Maddox, Mr. Leduc, all the teachers, counselors, and cafeterias in reaching out to us, whether in school or in an unforeseen quarantine. Their unfaltering support reminds us of our own parents, which I would also like to take a moment to thank. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me the courage to vocalize my spirit. And finally, to all my fellow seniors, I ask of you to also thank your teachers, your parents, and anyone else who believed in you. Most importantly, don't forget to thank the person in the mirror, that successful, beautiful, and incomparable person you worked so hard to become today. In such a time, I would like to give a wholehearted thank you to the COVID-19 frontline heroes for keeping humanity going. Even in these solemn times where we have lost friends, families, and neighbors, somehow humanity seems more alive than ever. I can't help but reflect on a quote. "A land without rain makes a desert." As Mr. Lim encouraged reminded us the value of hardship. Despite its drenching and bone-chilling cold, rain is necessary for plants to grow, and like plants, we all have to face the storm of COVID-19. But together, We will flourish from it. Despite the black and blue of these times, our compassion and resilience will bloom in color, like the vibrant art murals still standing in the green and gold of South Hills. Humanity will thrive in the face of adversity. And as I stand here today, a proud member of the graduating class of 2020, I am proud that we have grown from adversity, proud that though we may leave our classrooms and campus behind, we take with us the unbreakable spirit that is South Hills. Thank you.
Hello, South Hills staff, faculty, and most importantly, class of 2020. This year has been an interesting one, to say the least. It's like someone's out to get us with the way coronavirus has shut down the world. However, all those bad events are what make this class truly great. We are a class who had fun while it lasted, and were ready to give up everything when the world needed us to. We are a class that has worked through pain and defeat, as students, as essential workers, as caretakers, and as friends. We are a class that has stayed strong when the times get tough. We are a class that has the drive to finish strong with the school year over a computer. We are a class that has throngs of people who are talented in all sorts of ways. I'm talking about that person you know that makes artwork in the back of the room when no one's looking. I'm talking about those athletes who always go above and beyond. I'm talking about those people who are always at your side. I'm talking about those people who always talk whenever the room is silent. I'm talking about those people who help you even if they don't know you. I'm talking about this class. I'm just some chick with some A's compared to the class I'm in. You may not know me, or you may not remember me from that 1 year at Mesa, but I am so thankful that I got to meet all of you. You guys have taught me things that I'll never forget, even if I want to. I hope that I've been a good influence on you as well. Thank you, and goodbye, class of 2020.
Dr. Emmenheiser and members of the Covina Valley Unified School District Board of Education, on behalf of the faculty and staff of South Hills High School, I hereby certify that the class of 2020 has met all the requirements for graduation as specified by the state of California and adopted by the Covina Valley Unified School District Board of Education, and present to you as candidates for graduation.
As the representative of the Board of Education for the Covina Valley Unified School District, it is an absolute pleasure and honor to accept the graduating class of 2020. And having received certification of the completion of all requirements for graduation, I authorize them to be individually honored for their achievement. Thank you.
The class of 2020 of South Hills High School, having been presented as candidates for graduation and accepted by the Board of Education, will now individually be recognized as graduates of South Hills High School. At this time, I would like to thank and recognize our faculty readers, Mr. Scott Mockabee and Mr. David McKissick, for reading the following graduates' names.
Matthew Afosa Amoko. Rachel Janae Burns. Giovanni Gina. Naya Rada Guzman. Natalie Michelle Hauser. Michelle Hui He. Stephanie Lamb.
George King Liu. Daniela Lopez. Oluyemisi Hunter Didi Obi. Nathaniel V. Viernes. Zach Zong.
Kyle Nicholas Castorena. Christopher James Ehrenberger.
Anais Martinez Castaneda. Sierra Ann McDavis. Natasha Jada Pasraton.
Justin Acosta. Ruby Adame. Abigail Elise Aguilar. Matthew Aiden Aguilera. Emily Ebony Aguirre. Kevin Aguirre. Ali Alatrakchi. Dominic Sebastian Alcala. Danielle Elizabeth Alcazar. Khalil Amir Ali. Ashley E. Allen. Hector Almaraz. Jeanette Almaraz. Eric Christopher Alvarado. Eliana Nicole Alvarez. Isaac Alvarez. Amdallah Omid Amenzai. Jennifer Griselda Anaya. Shania Christina Anderson. Alyssa Monet Aparicio. Amaya Eliana Aragon. Leah Davina Arellano. Nylea Scarlett Arellano. Ryan Jacob Arizona. Brianna Lupita Arteaga. Elijah Jacob Avila. Julian Antonio Avila. Melina Avila Vieira. Matthew Michael Baca. Madison Lee Bailey. Chloe Lucille Barajas. Michelle Berrigan. Jose Barraza. Raymond Thomas Barrera. Elias Isaac Barriga. Dimitri Alonso Barrios. Patrick Vincent Barrios. Matthew Daniel Beck. Alexis Lizeth Bodnar. Marissa Boragine. Julian Reynard Brown. Zachary J. Buenviaje. Jenna Burns. David Anthony Calderon. Christopher Robin Camacho. Jenna Rose Carl. Haley Nicole Carmona. Diego Enrique Carvajal. Alyssa Mariah Castaneda. Thomas David Castillo. Ivan Eder Castro. Alyssa Catano. Manuel de Jesus Catano. Nicole Marie Cazares. Natalie Ceniceros. Caitlin Cercada. Jose Cervantes. Ariel Nicole Ceballos. Aaliyah Chacon. Valerie Bianca Chaidez. Matthew Chan. Charlene Chang. Tony Alvin Charles. Alexander Michael Chavez. David Alfonso Chavira. Marissa Christine Chavira. Sharon Diane Chin. Nathan Ching. Destiny Tamara Clark. Crystal Damaris Colindres. David Contreras. Vincent Andrew Contreras. Audrey Hope Silao Cooper. Ryan Andrew Cordova. Pietro Croce. Angelina Ruby Cruz. Gian Joseph Castro de Guzman. Isabella de la Fuente. Maya Balandia de Leon. Caitlin del Castillo. Christopher Michael del Rio. Alana Malia Diaz. Sophia Diaz. Vanessa Madison Diaz. Erica Raven Dawkins Smith. Adam Joseph Dominguez. Brian Anderson Dreyer. Farrell Dublado. Rebecca Larissa Dubon Mojica. Akisha Ann Duque. Salud Araceli Elizondo. Rebecca Eden Elbrecht. Samantha Jordan Ellick. Joaquin Isaiah Elliott. Diana Escamilla. Alyssa Denise Escobedo. Kylie Esposito. Matthew Edward Esqueda, Daniel F. Felina, Lanky Feng, Madison Danielle Fernandez, Roger Damon Flemings, Gianna Isabella Flores, Jeremias Flores, Marissa Giselle Flynn, Amanda J. Fong, Christopher Fonseca, Jeremiah A. Foote, Justine Fong, Jonathan Hiram Fritsch, Gabriel Stephen Galdamez, Sebastian Galliano, Elijah Galindo, Eliana Soleil Galindo, Alyssa Gallardo, Jose Carlos Garate, Adrian Garcia, Alasia Marie Garcia, Anna Carolina Garcia, Eric Ernesto Garcia, Jonathan Christopher Garcia, Larissa Brianna Garcia, Moses Garcia, Nelson Anthony Garcia, Gabriel Jennings Paul Garcia Santa Marina, Clarissa Gabrielle Garcia Siqueira, Jose Luis Garibay, Noah Jacob Garlow, Mia Rosa Generalao, Justin Ty Gerlach, Victoria Daniela Gill, Damian Gonzalez, Diego Jonathan Gonzalez, Elijah A. Gonzalez, Alyssa Juliana Gonzalez, Christopher Daniel Gonzalez, Davina Marlene Gonzalez, Evelyn Xiaolai Gonzalez, Joaquin Gonzalez, Mariah Gonzalez, Sylvia Gonzalez, Haley Yesenia Green, Alejandra Guerrero Arteaga, Aaliyah Linda Diana Gutierrez, Carla Guzman, Diego Lorenzo Guzman, Andrew Steele Hammond, Jeremiah Allen Jerome Harris. Hannah K. Helmuth. Olivia Elise Helmuth. Savannah Amelia Hercules. Gisela Brienne Hernandez. Nicholas Alexander Hernandez. Alyssa Miranda Herrera. Ashley Herrera Garnica. Isabella Emily Herrera. Abby Huang. Isabella Ava Holling. Jessica Danielle Horsley. Aaron Rakib Hossein. Nicole Diane Holtgren. Nathan Arthur Ibarra. Mateo Austin Ilagan. Cyrus Ing. Isaac Islas. Andrew David Guerrero. Brian Jimenez. Crystal Ann Jimenez. Jada Rose Johnson. Jasmine Star Johnson. Carly Paige Keiko. Caitlin Elizabeth Carney. Nashan Aziar Keith. Anaya Riley Kessel. Farah Robert Khalil. Timothy Kung. Andrea Lupe Lorraine Labrie. Jack On Lamb. Donatella Camille Landazuri. Daniel Alex Lasmarius.
Camelia Nicole Lawson. Carlos Lazaro. Brisa Denise Lechuga. Megan Chi Earn Lee. Angel Legaspi. Aji Lee. Priscilla Lee. Carson M. Lighthouse. Adriana Lin. June Lin Wu. Audrey Raylene Lopez. Christopher Lopez. David Matthew Lopez. Diana Marie Lopez. Elizabeth Lopez. Lindsay Lopez. Litzy Yazalin Lopez. Nadia Stephanie Lopez. Gabriel Stephen Loya. Abigail Luevano. Desiree Angelina Lujan. Matthew P. Lulo. Evelyn Mercedes Maquizet. Angel Javier Macias. Leah Ann Meinza. Diana Malenzian. Angelina Sierra Marez. Jonathan Alexander Marquez. Samuel Paul Marquez. Ebony Julia Martinez. Haley Sophia Martinez. Jenna Marie Martinez. Marco Antonio Martinez. Sergio Antonio Martinez. Michaela K. Massey. Jeffrey Alexander Matlock. Aaron Bradley May. Sage Marie MacArthur. Caitlin Nicole McGuire. Connor J. Meisen. Camila Guadalupe Melgar. Alyssa Jasmine Mendoza. Anthony Mendoza. Samantha Lauren Mendoza. Annika Grace Mercado. Ricardo Masones Alayos. Dominic Manuel Meza. Samantha Claire Miana. Latia Denise Miller. Parker Andrew Miramontes. Annika Marie Mollender. Ariana Marilyn Molina. Zeta Morales. Nicole Moran. Raquel Guadalupe Moreno. Jacob Dean Morgan Hernandez. Christopher Mario Munoz. Madeline Marie Murphy. Fadi Victor Naguib. Sarai Knowles. Andrew Ethan Navarro. Deontay Antonio Niley. Jose Emilio Navarez. Samantha Liao Nguyen. Samuel Rodolfo Noriega. Sebastian Javier Noriega. Raymond Northe. Nicole Ann Northwood. Evan Michael Ojeda. Michaela Oliva. Quentin Noah Oliveras. Jasmine Alyssa Oliveras. Andrew Luis Ortega. Siobhan Patricia Ortega. Sophia Alicia Ortiz. Yang Pan. Dominique Anciado Pasion. Cameron Henry Pearson. Diana Zully Pelcastre. Arthur Dale Peppers. Elijah Armando Perez. Demetrius Angel Perez. Miles Joseph Perez. Zachary Jonathan Peterson. Nadik Petrosian. Krista Lee Tenori Piper. Shasta Sunshine Panamarov. Vitali Portienko. Jillian Angeline Prince. Andre Marcus Quevedo Estanislao. Alize Jasmine Quinones. Kennedy Gil Rafanin. Jamal Hussein Ramadan. Jureli Ramirez. J. Jordan Ramirez. Jared Ramirez Sanchez. Brianna Naisha Rangel. Helena Marie Rawlings. Richard Martin Regalado. Matthew Schuyler Reyes. Natalie Juliet Belize Reza. Elijah Nathaniel Rigney. Miabella Gianna Ringo. Aaron Guadalupe Rios. Andy Jonathan Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez. Christian Anthony Rodriguez. Daniel Jerry Rodriguez. Hazel Chanel Rodriguez. Luis Alonso Rodriguez. Melvin Rodriguez. Brandon Rodriguez Ruelas. Levi Michael Romo. Christian Rosas. Michael Isaiah Rosiles. Albert Ruiz. Daniel Michael Ruvalcaba. Eric Mitsuo Sakamoto. Nicole Mary Solis. Chance Salgado. Elvis Sand. Anthony Vicente Sanchez. Jordan Nathan Sanchez. Jordan Nicolas Julian Sanchez. Ryan Joseph Sanchez. Sage Mason Sandoval. Charmaine Faith Santos. Emmanuel Thomas Santos. Sophia Marie Quito Santos. Sarah Marie Cedillo. Robert Anthony Sepulveda. Marco Serrano. Ragad Shamalaya. Emily Jaden Xiao. Jordan David Sebayan. Carly K. Simon. Renee Miguel Sordo. Anthony A. Sorto. Araceli Angel Sosa. Mark Anthony Sosa. Marley Patricia Stuber. Victoria Chloe Rebelton Suarez. Taylor Cherie Sorrell. Antoinette Alexis Permejo Tacadina. Justine Angeline Tavera. Jaden Jonathan Taylor. Brianna Marie Turan. Jacob Anthony Torres. Madison Kayla Torres. Maribel Torres. Victoria Tran. Caleb R. Tudu. Priscilla Ruby Umana. Brianna M. Urenda. Jennifer Caitlin Urino. Isabella M. Valderrama. Ian Varos. David Dominic Vasquez. Jeremy Albert Vega. Crystal Christina Velasco. Paula Vivian Velasco. Amanda Jalisa Vera. Kayla Vu. Apollo Antonio Walker. Aiden Matthew Delaney Wallace. Michael Wang. Jenna E. Waterbury. Wabe Rita Wang. Ryan Joseph Norman Wentz. Elizabeth May Wenzel. Zachary Jacob Wiseman. Isaiah Joseph Williams. Luke Anthony Willison. Nicole Marie Wynn. Daphne Yu. Jasmine Yu. Jasmine Marie Zabala. Nayeli Giselle Zamora. Reina Victoria Zamora. Stephen William Zavala Garcia. Yi Fan Zhang. Michael Jia. James Junyang Zong.
I would like to introduce our Associated Student Body President, Giovanni Gina, to perform the tassel ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, I represent the senior class. Graduates, I would like to invite you to flip your tassel from the right to the left, signifying graduation. I present to you the South Hills High School Class of 2020. We did it!
It is my pleasure to introduce South Hills teacher, Miss Kimberly Hirsch, to lead us in the singing of our alma mater.
Oh, South Hills High, we love so well, the school we hold so dear, the fond thoughts of the green and gold stay through each passing year. And though we go our separate ways, our memories we will hold. We won't forget, dear South Hills High. We'll remember the green and gold.
On behalf of South Hills High School and the Covina Valley Unified School District, we thank you for your support during these unprecedented times. To the class of 2020 and our entire community, we wish you positive health and continued safety. We hope to have the opportunity to celebrate this amazing group of students together in the near future. Thank you.